Service dogs can be trained to do a lot of things. They can guide the blind, pull a wheelchair, even alert someone who's about to have a seizure.
That's right, but as News 4 Tucson investigative reporter Marissa Mendelson found out, just about anybody can make their pet look like a service dog. All you need is internet access.
Here she is with more from our News 4 TechNet Center.
Just 2 years ago, my dog Boo Boo was a stray. I found her roaming a neighborhood and decided to adopt her. But she by no means is a trained dog. Just check out this mess that I came home to today. And this is very typical of Boo Boo. But just by paying some money to a couple of websites, I was able to get these vests for Boo Boo. I was able to make her appear to be a service dog and an emotional support dog. However, this kind of dog deception could come at a heavy price.
All right, let's go this way.
Just 6 years ago, Tom Cormier was working for the Tucson Police Department.
Started having some of the symptoms that I could tell you today they were symptoms of MS. And I went to get checked, and I was diagnosed as having multiple sclerosis.
After 30 years with TPD, Tom retired.
The days of me actually bending over and picking things up is kind of gone.
Now, Tom has a service dog named Sombra.
Oh, you good girl.
Sombra went through years of training to help Tom with his daily tasks. The Americans with Disabilities Act requires service dogs like Sombra to be allowed to go almost anywhere Tom is allowed to go.
She really brings me a lot of independence because I can go somewhere and I know if I happen to drop something, which is a tendency I have, she'll retrieve it and she'll pick it up for me.
Although there are federal laws that regulate where service dogs can go, there's no government regulation over the actual industry.
It makes me mad. There needs to be some, I don't understand why it's not illegal.
Joanne Turnbull runs Handy Dogs in Tucson, which specializes in training service and therapy dogs.
It's made it very easy for people just to say, you know what, I want to take my dog with me everywhere I go. I hate leaving him alone. So they can just go online and buy credentials that look valid to the average person.
I went online and found dozens of websites that sell vests and patches for service and assistance dogs. All you need is a credit card. What has that practice done to people who legitimately need a service animal?
It's a big disservice to people who have a trained service dog that is there to help them.
My dog Boo Boo is by no means a trained service dog. But after a few clicks on the internet, a package arrived in the mail. And soon my dog Boo Boo looked the part.
Good girl. Good girl.
But acting the part was a different story.
What you doing? Oh, yes.
ADA requirements say businesses can ask service dogs to leave if a dog is out of control and the handler does not take effective action to control it.
Hey, pal.
But there's no regulation over websites that sell vests for service dogs, emotional support dogs, and therapy dogs.
For people to present their dog as I hate the term fake service dog too, an imposter service dog, so to speak, is not really a service dog, is a really damaging to people like myself, where I need that dog.
Some groups say service dog imposters have caused increased discrimination against people who legitimately need them.
I have in New York City. I was on vacation there one day and I had taxi cab refuse me, not allow me in because they didn't want the dog in their car.
As the service dog industry remains unregulated, there are groups that are trying to change that, to try to keep people like Tom and trained dogs like Sombra from ever facing problems again.
Good girl.
And if you have something you'd like us to investigate, email us at investigators@kvoa.com or call 955-4444. Investigating for you, Marissa Mendelson, News 4 Tucson.